All right. It's post-cardio walk time. But, yeah. I know, I just had some things I wanted to kind of just talk about. And, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are watching this could also relate. So, for those who don't know me, I'm Will Hardy. I'm an online bodybuilding coach and bodybuilder. And, man, I don't even know, really know what, the title of this video is going to be, but, there's going to be times where it just seems like it's hard, and you're, doing all you can possible to try to get to your goals. And, for me, I experience this, I've been experiencing some of that lately, with, coaching and trying to build my coaching business up, bodybuilding, and not experiencing the best, lifts recently, even though I'm doing what I usually do to get the best lifts and get the best results within bodybuilding coaching. And, don't get me wrong, it's not the worst, right? It could be a lot worse. I could be in a different country starving right now. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, whether you're a bodybuilder, or maybe you're a coach or you're starting your own business, right? There's going to be times where you're trying to grind, and what you're doing just might not get you results. And today, and honestly, the last couple days, it's been like that for me, right? I've been experiencing less pumps in the gym, and just not the best progression, right? I started a new plan, but it just seems like I'm weaker, and it's weird, I've been just dealing with some, issues with my stomach and all these things, right? But today, my goal was to be more productive than yesterday. And it's funny because I was literally more productive today, by probably 2 times as much as yesterday. And yesterday was just one off day for me. It wasn't my best effort that I could have put in, and I'm owning that. But today, I put in a good amount of effort. Wasn't my best day, as far as effort goes, but it was definitely up there. And, as you can imagine, everything that could have went wrong just went wrong, right? I was supposed to film a video today. I lost my $400 mics. I don't know where they went. I'm hoping they'll turn up eventually. And, when I unplugged my camera from the charger, it was at 30%, even though I charged it overnight. And then on top of that, I had a video idea planned, and it just didn't happen, right? We filmed today, we made the best of it, and we were still able to really push to try to get the best video filmed out for you guys. That's gonna be coming soon. But it wasn't what I expected it to be, And don't get me wrong, the lift as well, it's supposed to be set up a lot better. And I thought that I was going to have a really, really good, pump today and a really, really good session. It felt like it was lacking intensity, even though I felt like I was putting all of it in there for me. And I know it sounds like I'm ranting and complaining to you guys, but the truth is I set up everything. I drank the right amount of water. I ate the right amount of meals at the right times. I set out these things the night before. I mean, except for obviously the mics, those have been lost for a little bit. But it's I did the preparation work for the most part. I did all the setup, and it just seems like the results weren't there. But that's the reality, guys. I think that's so important to realize as a bodybuilder, is realize that not every lift's gonna be perfect. Not every single session is gonna be the most intense like possible, right? You're gonna have off days. And that's just the reality. But the bodybuilders that have the best mental fortitude and have built up a sense of like per self-development. Like there's a lot of bodybuilders I know that will, bodybuild and blast gear, year round or whatever the case is, and try to get as big as possible. And they just live in the gym. They breathe bodybuilding. But these same guys, as soon as any sort of minor inconvenience happens, they'll have one of the worst mental breakdowns possible. And they'll be done bodybuilding for like literally a couple months. And it's like, you lose all this progress in that time, and then they come back and they do the same thing over. And it's like they repeat that cycle where they gain a bunch of progress and then they lose it back because they haven't spent the time to actually develop themselves to be put through these situations, be put through these tests of adversity, right? And that's the basis. That's the concrete foundation of bodybuilding is self-improvement. And so, like, because of this, and on top of that, like, to finish my story, I came back, and after putting all this effort into and pouring all my heart into my bodybuilding coaching business, I just get like a text that I wasn't, ready for, and it sucks, right? Like, it sucks when you have to deal with these issues and you have all this stuff compiling and all this stress compiling, especially mental stress. But it's part of the reason why I'm out here. It's the reason why I'm taking time to express my thoughts, but also on the whole ride home, no music. I was just in my thoughts, straight up. No other distractions. I was just focused on, okay, what's the most logical thing here? And just letting these thoughts kind of run through my head. And I think that's something that not many people do, is they won't actually spend time just being in silence and having boredom, be a part of their lives. Like, you need to be bored in order to have some of the best realizations. That's where that's where some of my best growth comes from, is by doing the boring shit. By not spending hours upon hours on social media, even though it's, definitely something I need to work on not doing, but not spending hours on hours upon social media scrolling and, seeing all this negative stuff and just stimulating your mind. I noticed that the best improvements come from these adversities and dealing with them head on, instead of just shoving them down and trying to distract yourself. It's what everyone does with pain, right? Like, you decide you want to, you're dealing with, relationship problems. So you go out to the bars and you drink yourself until you're drunk, and that's that. And you wake up in the morning regretting what you did, especially if you're a bodybuilder. And on top of that, like, people who, have been dealing with just loss in life, right? Like, they use drugs and they deal with their pain that way. It's always a coping mechanism. The people that see other people on social media with better physiques than them, they always have to comment, right? It's just always some sort of coping mechanism behind it. So instead of deciding to push this pain away, I'm facing this head on. I realized that in order to grow past this, I have to just think about it. Spend time in boredom. Spend time, walking. Spend time, with, God and nature. And I think it's really important to be able to have some sense of spirituality and religion that you can, and a higher power that you can believe in, because that's going to set you a lot more down to earth and be able to figure out what actually deal with your problems. So, what am I going to do about these situations? Right? I'm going to face them head on. And what does that look like? I'm not sure yet. And maybe I'll figure out by the end of this walk, and maybe I won't. But what matters is I'm going to figure them out regardless, right? And some ideas are already kind of popping in my head, right? Having the mindset of always wanting to grow, always realizing there's always a solution to every single problem that you deal with in life. I think a lot of people don't realize that, especially in bodybuilding. It's like as soon as they see a problem, they run from it, and they don't think it's possible to get to 260 lean when they're at 230 pounds and they're kind of a little bit chubby within a year. It's totally possible, right? It seems impossible because you haven't put yourself through a situation like that before. Anything is possible wherever that energy that you feed from your subconscious or from your conscious mind, that your thoughts that you're putting in your brain, that bleeds down to your subconscious mind and helps you enable that idea into reality. And it takes time. This bodybuilding stuff it's not like I can go from where I am right now to just being a professional bodybuilder right now. It's something that's going to build over time by stacking these wins. I was telling my athlete the other day, he was asking me, he was just and talking to me about how he doesn't want to make any more excuses. And just kind of telling me about all these different things. He's like, I don't want to make any more excuses. I'm ready to go full in on this, and no more of this, no more of that. I'm just dude, just focus on the small wins. Day to day, winning the day. Even if you're not experiencing the results. Because here's the reality. Results take time. It's not just gonna, everyone wants to see what they see on social media of they see this lifestyle, this glorious lifestyle that's portrayed on Instagram. And the reality is they don't see the in-between. They don't see the days that these people are working their ass off and they're putting their life down for this dream that they have. So that's the reality, guys. If you want to get somewhere, you have to stack those daily wins, even when you're not experiencing the wins yet. It's actually experiencing the fruits of your labor. And that's what I've had to realize. This is just another adversity. It's a moment of adversity that I'm going through. And I'm happy for it. I'm glad. I have gratitude for this moment. Instead of getting all mad at the universe, getting all mad at God, why do you put this on me? I'm happy. I want more. Because every time I go through one of these challenges, I always walk out better the other side. Because it's a mindset. I'm always thinking, okay, how can I solve this problem? And it's led me to be a better bodybuilder and a better man because of it. Just some thoughts for you guys. I don't know. It's pretty much about all I have for you guys. And I think I'm going to post this tonight. So if you guys like the video, if you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll make some more.